soccer team in Israel, which has become controversial. The team, Beitar, doesn't have any Arab players. It's the only team in the Israel Premier League that has never had any Arab players.
This story, at its core, is about racism. In the U.S., if you had a chance against Hispanics or blacks, Asians, whatever it would be, there would be outrage.
And Jewish fans start saying things like death to Islam, death to the Arabs. It's chilling. So the question remains, well, why doesn't it change? And that's really what we went to Israel to explore. This is the stadium known simply as Teddy. The home of Beitar Jerusalem, one of the most storied franchises in Israeli soccer. With 6 national championships and 7 state cups. But Beitar is the only team at the highest level of Israeli soccer that has never signed an Arab player.
Peace here will never be exist. I think the Arabs doesn't like us, and I think the hatred comes from both sides.
Today, the team is associated more with intolerance.
We hate him.
And racism. It was in this sacred city, a city conquered and reconquered countless times, that Solomon built the first great temple of the Jewish people, where Christian theology holds that Jesus was crucified and resurrected, where Muslims believe Muhammad ascended to heaven. No other city in the world means so much to so many. In Hebrew, Jerusalem means city of peace. But just a few miles from the holy Western Wall, inside these walls, it's not peace, but hate that dominates. What are the worst things they've said to you when you've played there?
Death for a Muslim, death for Arab. They shout all the fans together like one man.
Allah Abu Saleh is an Arab citizen of Israel. He plays for Bnei Sakni, another team in the Israeli Premier League.
They are racist.
What are you saying?
They shout. They threw stones to us. It's like a war. This is a country that knows all too much about war. A country that's been fighting for survival since its creation in 1948. Over the years, in the bitter, ceaseless conflict between Israelis and Arabs, tens of thousands have died. Meanwhile, 20% of Israel's population, 1.5 million people, are Arabs. For them, the situation is complicated. They're often caught in the middle, as their Palestinian brethren on the West Bank and in Gaza fight against Israeli rule. In Jerusalem in particular, where Jews and Arabs live at close quarters, tensions run high. In the last decade, Israel erected a barrier to prevent suicide bombings. It's isolated some of the city's Arab neighborhoods. The barrier is a potent metaphor in a place where the past is never past. Why are there no Arabs on Beitar?
It's a long story.
Itzik Kornfein is the chairman of the Beitar Jerusalem soccer team.
Recently, in Jerusalem, there are many difficulties between Arabs and Jews. And we didn't want to get into this issue because it's a very, very painful issue. We have our fans, and our fans are very militant about bringing an Arab player towards the team.
The group of hardcore anti-Arab fans of Beitar is known as La Familia. It's led by this man, Guy Israeli, an accountant by day. With about 5,500 members, La Familia represents just a small fraction of Beitar's hundreds of thousands of supporters. But its power is greater than its numbers.
Every team in the Israeli Premier League has had an Arab player, except
Us.
except Beitar. You're proud of that?
Of course. Of course I'm proud of that. And it will be so all my life. And all the people, they come after me. We are special. All the other friends, what they special? What they have? We are special. Don't say we don't have Arabic people. Say you have Jewish people.
In recent years, Beitar has struggled, especially financially. Sponsors and prospective owners have shied away, repelled by the racism in tennis stands. Still, Beitar hasn't signed an Arab, even as Arabs have emerged as some of Israel's finest players. Players like Salim Touama. Touama was once a star for the Israeli national team, but at tennis stadium, he was just another Arab. Like Touama, Abbas Swan is an Arab citizen of Israel. In 2005, he became a national hero when he scored this goal against Ireland to keep Israel's World Cup hopes alive. Just a week later, at tennis stadium, he was welcomed by the team, but not the fans.
What kind of things would they say to you?
They all the time speak bad about Muhammad.
They insult the prophet.
I ashamed when I listen to these things. I ashamed and I don't want to go there to play against this team.
How did you feel after Abbas Swan scored that goal for Israel in World Cup qualifying?
I curse him. It's not worth it.
They want to kill me if they come to me. And one time they broke to and destroy my car. I think if I was in the around the car, it's finished with terrible thing.
They would have hurt you.
Yes.
After Swan's goal against Ireland, one of the biggest moments in the annals of Israeli soccer, Beitar's owner reached out to him. He was trying to change the culture of the franchise, and there was talk that Swan would become Beitar's first Arab player. But La Familia pressured ownership, and the deal fell through. The fans, known as La Familia, what do they reflect in Israeli society?
They reflect a growing trend in Israeli society, Israeli Jewish society, mainly among youth, of racism, hatred towards anything which is not yourself and your immediate group, and hate for Arabs.
Amnon Biri Silitsianu is the co-director of the Abraham Fund. He works to foster better relations between Israeli Jews and Arabs. Why are the attitudes of a club like Beitar and its La Familia group of fans, why is that dangerous here in Israel?
Dangerous because it legitimizes separation, segregation, and racism. I think that the Israeli society is extremely fragile. The atmosphere is very explosive.
That was evident last